Morning, good morning. Ralgo, Steven, Zishan, Tamimi. Morning, good morning. Jordan, Scott, good morning, good morning. So we obviously had that news at 8:30, trended a little bit down after that. Right now, the only level I really have to go off of is this guy. And then the current low. On the hourly. I feel like that line is the only obvious line that I see so far today. These lines I just drew were off the top and bottom here. Those were off the hourly. What does 15 ticks look like? It's not much. Trader J, what's going on? How are you? It was a little early today. I think Steve wants me to join the Discord. Yeah. Good morning, Steven.
There he is.
What's going on?
Your YouTube videos are always better when there's two people talking. I'll lead you into whatever discussion you want.
Tyler, I just got my payout yesterday. So for some reason, a lot of people, it wasn't anything to do with the strategy, but a lot of people didn't get their payouts from the 5th through the 5th. And they just went through as of yesterday. I think like everyone got paid yesterday is from what I could tell.
Oh, I should go look and see if I got mine.
Yeah, you should actually. I'd be very curious. But it looks like everyone, you requested that the 1st through the 5th? Or you did the 15th through the 20th? You just did.
Yeah, 15th through the 20th, yeah.
Yeah, so you're not going to have it
yet.
But the idea is that you always get it before the next pay period or the next withdrawal period or request period, I should say, opens. So you should get paid before the 1st.
Yeah, it's not there.
Yeah. Been using the code a lot, by the way. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
So I saw. I like how you traded the Eval twice yesterday. That was well done, sir.
Yeah. Well, actually, that wasn't the same day. Like I passed it the day prior, and then I just forgot about it. Well, I didn't activate it on purpose, but then I forgot that I didn't even look at the account before I traded.
I was watching the video, and I'm watching the top because I put it on last night, and I'm watching the video, and I see on the top it's got the 45, whatever it is, Eval, however it shows it. You get drawdown to 2,500 on the top there, and I'm like, wait, this doesn't look right. This doesn't look right.
Yeah.
And then you made your money, and then you just keep talking and talking and talking, and then finally, in the middle of a sentence, you're like, Oh
Yeah,
no.
I looked over at the other screen and saw it, and I was just, yeah, middle of the sentence. I was like, oh, I'm such an idiot. Will do, Tyler. Thank you.
The
Scott, nice, nice.
good thing was it was only 150 bucks. It's not like it was a $700 trade.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that would have stung a little bit had I used the normal 515.
Well, how about the 1015? Would have tried
Well,
that one.
yeah, that would have sucked.
That would have
That would,
really pissed you off.
yeah.
Would have
I
been even
mean,
worse if you lost the accounts.
I don't think it would have pissed me off that bad, but it would have left a salty taste in my mouth for sure.
What are we doing here? Couple
So it's
minutes.
looking like we're being given two pretty key levels here.
So I'm not gonna YOLO my eval now. I'll wait for news on that one
Yeah, I was
whenever I
gonna
have
say,
time. I don't know if
well,
I'm
there
gonna
is
be here
news
at 10.
today. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be here at 10. So we're doing. So I'm at 52. I guess we'll do 5 contracts.
17,317. Major support. You getting that off the hourly to Mimi? Or the daily? I kind of don't want it to go through this level. I'd like to use that as my level.
What are you saying that? 17 what?
He's talking about down low. He sees major support. I found a line off the hourly, but it's more at like 305. 15-minute relative equal lows. Gotcha. That's one chart I don't have up. I have the daily, the hourly, the 5-minute, and then the 1 minute.
So where's the long? Long's at what? 370, 78, 379.
Yeah, I was thinking like 73, 74. As long as we stay under here.
Okay, I see that right there. 73, 74. And the low.
The low, I was very highly debating on, do I want to try to front run the current
40s?
low?
Or you want to go down to the 30s?
I think I'm going to use like 47, 46, 46. Yeah, as long as we stay like right where we're at. Like if we stay within this 928 candle.
We got 40 seconds. We got to put the long in.
Well, we don't have to because it could still go higher before we get there. That's the problem.
30 seconds.
Yep. I mean, yeah, my thought process is like 70, 74. Yeah, I think we can put the long in safely. Looking like.
Now we can. All right. Oh, I don't like that's too high. 76. Put that down. 73, 75. And the low.
I did 45, it looks like, for the low. Oh, in, out. That was quick.
Oh, in, out? In, out?
In, out.
Cancel.
There we go.
I was even trying to change it.
Yeah.
To make it higher.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I front ran the low there, if anything. Yeah, look, the low would have got faked out. I would have been lower than that if I did use the low. But the idea of using the low as the front run there, it worked out.
All right. 4 contracts, 15.6, 300. I'm at a 52.3. With
Easy peasy,
3 days
guys.
traded. 3 days traded, so I got a while to go. I can build something here.
Guys, if you got that trade, hit the like button. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's my way of seeing how many of you are succeeding. Love it. That was a perfect trade.
I will do it this way. I will unlike you and then like you.
You'll unlike it and then like it. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Just to show that the likes are happening.
So guys, this is exactly, I did cancel, right? Okay, good. So this is exactly why, if you look at the previous low, this is why I go further away with my orders. Because if we were to use the low here, you had to go a little bit away from it or else you got faked out. And right now, you're not looking great. See? It happens all the time. And that's why I do what I do. But if we're given the opportunity for a nice front run, I'm always going to take it. And that, to me, this was a pretty obvious one. I like that a lot better than trying to go lower. Looks like you might get bailed out here if you did take that trade and didn't put enough distance in.
Yeah, if you have the drawdown for it.
If you had the drawdown, that's right. Well, looks like it's gonna try to. No, it's gonna go through. Yeah.
Oh
See,
yeah.
you would have got saved there.
Here's a YOLO. Here's a YOLO right now. That's an eval
60
right
people
there.
in here? Oh, damn. Nice.
How many?
Yeah, guys, let me know in chat too. Hit the like button. Let me know in chat. I like to see the fresh faces in here. Let me know you're here. Let me know it worked. Yeah, I guess there was a decent amount of latency there because my drawdown actually went down by 80 bucks. So I guess it filled me, but it says it went through my order by 78 bucks. Got the right account today and everything. Look at us.
I was out before I realized I was in.
Yeah, I heard. Do you have the audible cues for when you get filled?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I heard the in and the out before I even saw the candle.
Yeah.
Which is how it's supposed to be. I mean, that's exactly what the trade's all about. That is the edge.
No complaints. No complaints when it goes our way.
Jay, I plan on copy trading. I just don't have more accounts right now. So I've been waiting for the 90% off sale to finally rear its head, and then I'll add a bunch more accounts. I did add one more on that news the other day, but I'm not going to activate it until I pass or get the next payout. I'm trying to organically grow the accounts where when I get the payouts, I use the payout money to then fund new accounts. So I was up to 6 accounts at once, and I was doing 3 and 3 where I was copy trading. But then I blew 3 accounts at once, and then when I split the remaining 3, I actually added one back, so I had 2 and 2. I then blew. That was a bad couple weeks. I then blew 2, and then so I split it again, and now I'm back down to 1 and 1. So I'm gonna go from 1 and 1 to, if I get this next payout, I'm gonna go back up to 2 and 2, and so forth. Like I'll just keep growing that way. The idea is to never really overstretch my boundaries unless we get that 90% off. When we get the 90% off, I'm actually thinking about going 5 and 5. Kind of taking a shot at it. Knives, good morning.
You've got the payouts to fund it, so you're good. When's the news? 10 o'clock?
The news is at 10 o'clock, yes.
All right, so I'm going to log
Emma,
off right now.
welcome.
Get back here.
Yeah, I saw you in Alpine's chat yesterday.
Ooh, poaching. You're poaching viewers now.
Apparently. I don't think I'm poaching viewers. I think they're just here for the drama.
So I heard you talk about it, but I don't have time to get the backstory on it. So you'll have to fill me in later.
Me and Alpine, yeah, to kind of update everybody. We kind of talked behind the scenes a little bit. I actually called him out for somebody sent me a screenshot of him posting our private DMs in his Discord, and I kind of went off on him a little bit. I was a little pissed off that he did that. And the screenshots that he was sending were completely out of context. And so he was trying to make me look like a bad person when if you would have seen the rest of the conversation that happened between the two of us, you would have realized that I was just agreeing with what he was saying. But yeah, it was, we ended up hashing it out, and I don't know. I think we might be on good terms. I'm not 100% positive on that, but I also heard that, he told me that in his stream that he was talking about it and how he would like to put it all behind us. And it's like, I would love to put it all behind us because that's just who I am. I'm not really into the whole drama thing, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is him just trying to avoid more drama because he knows it wouldn't go in his favor. Like he's trying to save face a little bit, or if he actually means it. So I hope he actually means it because, like I said, I'd rather take that road, but we'll see. I guess we'll see moving forward. Frank, I am a newbie and I understand how to play above and below the price action at open, but can you elaborate on front running, please? Yeah, so front running is like, think of the above and below. So we had a level to go above and we had a level to go below. But if we're right in the middle, you can essentially, knowing that we're probably going to test either lower or higher, if you can get your order in between the current price and that next key level, you're front running that next key level. That's all I mean by front running. If I win the next raffle, I'll donate it back so you can buy more accounts. Aww, it's nice of you, Froggo. By the way, Froggo did mention we do a giveaway. The first Friday of every month, I give away 5% of the affiliation fees that I collect. So if you're interested in that, all you got to do is be here for the Friday night live stream. Friday morning live. I'm so used to doing the Friday night lives, but yeah, it'll be Friday morning, the first Friday of each month. So that will be, it should be next Friday, right? Yeah, next Friday. It'll be May 3rd. Aaron, thank you, thank you. Another one I saw in Alpine's Discord. How often do they run those 90% sales? Seems like a few times a year. Yeah, so they really ran them for a bunch of times in like a row, and I don't know if they stopped doing it because they realized that they weren't making as much money, or if they did it just to get an influx of new customers. I'm not exactly sure why they stopped doing it as much, but yeah, now they don't do it as much. But they usually wait for like the major times. I was actually kind of looking at the calendar, and the next major thing is July 4th, so it might be until then that they don't do the 90% off. All right, Steve. Yeah, I heard you leave the Discord. I figured you had something to do. No problem. Emma, I mean, yeah, I think he was hurt because I don't know. There was no reason for him to be hurt. I understand the whole like keeping the trade on the DL thing. Like he could think that I didn't respect that, but the trade that he taught me and the trade that I'm taking aren't the same. Like it has the same premise of using the opening candle volatility, but the trade was nowhere near what he taught me. It was my version of it. So I mean, if that caused him to kind of go off the rails a little bit on me, then I mean, I don't know, that's a bit much, but it definitely didn't leave a good taste in my mouth. Like all last year, yeah, Jesse, they ran it a bunch last year. But then for some reason they decided to hey, Stream Elements, thanks for popping in there. That's funny. Tim, if I win, I'll double the amount and donate it back so you can buy more. Take that, Froggo. I double it. What? Sorry, I don't have a register to steal from. Oh, you guys are funny. I believe he did say that he was going to be streaming it live. Let's see if he was live. Yeah, looks like he was. I'm assuming it worked for him. Yeah. Oh, he's already doing the MNQ trades that he's been doing. So the MNQ trades that he's been doing, it's the exact same thing that he was doing with the NQ. It's just using the MQ with a lot less contracts. It allows him to just literally stay in the trade all day. Where with the NQ, like yesterday, the move down that it made, that would have blew his account, whichever account he was trading. So it's very interesting seeing him just do the exact same thing, but on the MNQ. Because eventually, you're probably going to get some sort of a bounce. So it's like if you just kind of keep adding in and doing what he's doing, I mean, it's probably going to work out using the MNQ. So maybe that's a good strat actually, though. If you can hang in there long enough to where it eventually comes back. I mean, think of that. On the MNQ, how far does that have to go against you to blow the account? Quite a bit. Why don't you put in stop losses that take you to the edge of blowing accounts? Well, at that point, what's the point of having the account if you have next to no drawdown? Even $500 in drawdown is basically no drawdown. You essentially would have to get lucky at that point. Plus, if you go back, Jay, I think it's 2 days ago, the trade that I took, if I didn't have max drawdown and use all of it, I would have blown the account. Because it literally went to like a tick or two, and then it came back and the trade won. I have a bunch of top step X combines close to passing. The XFA scaling over there isn't great for the open trades. Oh yeah, I remember watching a video on that. I don't use top step, so I don't necessarily know exactly how everything works with them. But I do remember watching a video about the scaling. But yeah, that's interesting. A lot of the other firms, it's tough with the opening trade because of the limited contracts that you can use. But the way that I've been trading it, I mean, you only need 5 contracts. I've actually been like, if I can start getting to not Alpine status, but maybe like a quarter or even half of what he's been pulling in, I started thinking it could be possible with the other prop firms, just to test them out and see what they're about. I have a bunch of 2 contract max for the first 1500. Yeah, that's crap, man. And that's why everyone's coming to Apex for that exact reason, because all these other prop firms are just even more limited. Could I shortly explain the Alpine scalp strategy? I mean, it's actually fairly simple from what I can tell, and it's what he used to do in the first place. But he's essentially trying to determine the direction that we're going, and then he will scalp in that direction. So like if he's convinced right now that we're in, like if we scroll out and you see that we're in a downward, like you can probably even draw a trend line here. Like if he determines this, he'll look to get in and scalp to the downside. But I think a lot of times he gets in like after it confirms. So like if this bounces off the trend line and starts to come back down, he would then take a short position looking to scalp as it moves back down. And if it goes against him, that's where having the ability to, you know, add in as it goes against you. Like, I don't know if he does this, but I would be looking for key areas, and then you could add in there, looking for it to then come back down. But he'll take each individual position by itself. So the order that he puts in down here would not take any account into the next order he puts in up here. So if he took this one, he would then possibly take profit before he's even green on the overall trade, because he's just scalping each position. So then he would eventually hope that he's right and the trend still is coming down, and it'll come down and fill him on that original entry that he took. Like he's not dollar cost averaging, essentially. So he's not like taking an entry, then taking an entry, and that gives him a new average right in the middle. He's taking each, because it's first in, first out with futures. So that's how he trades it. I personally would dollar cost average, like if I was trading this, but on the NQ, I found that can get out of hand really quickly. But on the MNQ, I could actually see how it could work, especially if you start really small. First time seeing the ORB live. Got in late, filled long, but still won. Nice, nice. How'd you get filled long? Where did you go long at all? Here? Like right now? I don't really see a long for the ORB. In-house, no problem. Yeah, guys, I'm here till 10 o'clock. I got 15 minutes. Ask away. Any questions? Feel free. I'm an open book. Always have been. As I said yesterday, it's partly why a lot of people don't like me. Because I'm an open book. I try to avoid drama, but you got a question? I'm going to answer it. Would I YOLO pending home sales with an eval? Yeah. Why not? 17,348 at 931. Oh, so you got it on the way back up. Yeah, see, I see no edge right there. I feel like there you're just kind of guessing if it's gonna do something. You're not really using a key level, etc., etc. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could almost consider there to be an okay level in here, somewhere like right there. Resistance, resistance, support, support. That was at 350 though. I think my order would have been above that if I was looking at it that way, but I don't know. Yeah, the whole idea is that you saw the candle. I mean, there was a little latency issue. We were filled and take profit filled before we could even see the candle. Like that's the whole point, is to get to do exactly that. Like if I go look at the orders history, I bet you, yeah, it was literally a 1 second trade. It says we're in at 9:30, out at 9:30:01. You fumbled. It's all good. Why don't I use stop losses to keep from blowing accounts? Because there's no point. I'm using the actual account as the stop loss. So think of it as I'm using a $2,500 stop loss. That's all. If you think of it that way, instead of I'm using the account as a stop loss, maybe that'll help. But I know that the win rate of this strat it's easily 90-95%. So if you take that into account, knowing that I have the ability to make $2,000 with the payout, if I lose the account, let's say I paid 40 bucks and then 85, that's $125 that I have into the account. So I'm trying to make $2,000, but in reality, if I hit that max drawdown on $2,500 and blow the account, I'm actually only risking $125. If it takes more than one eval to get there, obviously that number's a little higher, but still, even if it took you $200 to get to the PA account, you're still only risking $200 of real money, not $2,500. If you start to look at it that way, it's a lot different. It's a lot easier. Should be seeing 2 purchases on the affiliate from yesterday and 5 more today. We'll try to pass them. Nice. Are you planning on doing like 2 one way, 3 the other, or are you just gonna YOLO all 5 the same way? I tend to when I'm YOLOing, especially we'll sit here, we'll watch the news at 10. But if I were to do it, I would still look for these key levels, and I would just put my orders above and below it. I would do it all the same way. I don't really see the point in doing one way and one the other, because if it's gonna fill one way or the other, and if it fakes out, then that's just unfortunate. But remember, if you're doing the YOLO for the evals, it's 10 contracts, 62 ticks. You need those extra 2 ticks to cover the commissions. And Robert, I appreciate you using the code. Thank you. Again, if you guys want to have a chance at winning some of the money back, it's like a little rake back system that I decided to try to make. I do a 5% giveaway of all the affiliation fees that I make. And that is the first Friday morning here live on stream. So it'll actually be next Friday, May 3rd. All you got to do is be here. You type in !money. It'll give you an entry onto the wheel. And then at 10 o'clock, we spin the wheel. It's a lot of fun. How's your approach to passing evals? YOLO or bigger size to pass it quick, take more slower, 300, 400 a day? So when it was a 7-day pass, it made sense to just take your time and do the 300, 400 a day. But when they have the 1-day pass and you know you have an edge to use on the PA accounts, it makes a lot more sense to do the just the YOLO. What? Sorry, I just thought of something, and I want to see if I have it bookmarked. Don't think that I do. I'll see if I can find it in a second. I think I'm in the wrong browser. Ooh, oh, okay. Give me 1 sec, guys. Why is it not working? Oh, that's right. Okay. There we go. I think I got it. All right. I think I got it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. J Tom says, how does the reset work? Isn't it better to just get a new account? Yeah, actually, somebody asked me this yesterday as well. So the idea is if it's sometimes it's cheaper, sometimes it's not. Like if there's not the 80% or 90% going on, it would actually be cheaper to do the reset. But right now, if you blow an eval, it's actually cheaper to just cancel it and then buy a new one. Because instead of 40, it would only be $33.40, I think it is. How do I stop myself from overtrading? I overtraded so much that you just learn that it doesn't work over time and you stop doing it. Kind of simple. Yeah, even Z-Shot said just blow an account. Yeah, there's really no reason. So I mean, like Alpine, if you go watch him, he tries to stream all day. And how many accounts has he blown from trying to stream all day? Where if he would have just stopped after the opening range trade, he would have he wouldn't have blown as many as he did. Close app and walk away. Yeah, I mean, it's true. It is that easy. It really is. You just have to have the mental mindset to do it. You could always hire Knives V, by the way. I don't know if he's still in here, but you could hire Knives to come stand behind you every single day and ask you why you're still trading. Because he will. And he'll probably do it for free. I think he enjoys it. All right, we got any more questions? We got about 6 minutes until the news. I'm not giving you shit. How many times have I said thank you for being you? Yes, that's a very good. So Robert says my wife unplugs the router. So that's what you could do is at 9:30, like 5, just have a command on your a timer on your computer that just cuts the internet until like noon or something. and only give your wife access to it, like to turn it back on. So at 9:35, your internet's just gone until 12 o'clock. Not a bad idea, actually. I really, you know what? I don't think the news is gonna. If anything, I would have traded. What does 62 ticks look like? I'm just curious, real quick. I wonder if people would have got faked out to the upside here. Let's see, 62. Way down there. So I probably would have put my order like here. That would have been fine. Do we try to YOLO another one? I feel like 62 ticks is going to be nothing. I just don't think that the market's going to move that much based off of these numbers. Like, I think there was such a big move at 8:30 for the PMI news that today, or the unemployment claims, and that was GDP. Like, that's the stuff. This is just pending homes. I don't think it's going to move it. Like, I don't know. I mean, it might. 62 ticks is a decent amount. I mean, it says it should. It's red on the calendar, so it means it should move pretty quickly. Yeah, no, Knives, dude. How many times have I said thank you? I am 100% thankful for. I know I've said it to you plenty of times that you would come in here and hold me accountable. I appreciate that so much. Surrounding yourself with people that hold you accountable is one of the best things that you can do. It seriously is. There's nothing better than people that hold you accountable. You have to be willing to receive it, though. That's the biggest thing. If you're just an asshole know-it-all, it's not going to go over well, because then you're just going to start defending yourself. It's actually, I'm not trying to throw them under the bus, but that's one quality of Alpine that I absolutely despise. You start saying something that doesn't agree with what he wants, to believe, like he immediately just starts defending himself with no regards to what you're saying. Like what's coming out of your mouth, he could care less. Defense mode instantly. There's a dab emoji? Where the heck did you find that? Dab. No, where is that from? Is that a YouTube one? I've never seen that one before. All right, we're going to go ahead. We got 3 to 5 minutes. I'm just going to watch the news. I'm not trading it. I thought about it. I'm not going to do it. It would have been with an eval, obviously. But I guess we can talk about where we'd put our orders if you're interested. Right now, it's looking fairly obvious. I would just go, what is 62? Of course, I just took it off. See what 62 ticks looks like. Go above here. You'd be good there. Would you be good if you went above here? Yeah, I'd probably put it here, honestly. Because I wouldn't want to somehow get faked out by this level, because that was a decent little level there. Use that support and resistance. Above here, you're probably going to that next level. And right now, let's see, if we front ran the low, you would be there. So you have two options both ways. You could go for above the previous pivot, which is here. You could go above over here where it was support and resistance, which is what I would do. I'd probably put it somewhere around like 90, 97, 98. To the lows, I'm probably front running. I would probably put it right here at like 26, like 26, 27. And if you wanted, you could come all the way down here, assuming we're going to make new lows and continue, which would be below 300, like at 300. So if it were me, I'd be doing 326 for the low and 98 for the high. So let's assume that's where we are, and we'll see what happens. You have much to learn about trading in YouTube, young grasshopper? Me?
Do I have time? Do I have time to YOLO? Is it worth YOLOing?
You do. I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna do. I mean, if you have the account already, yes. If you don't, then there's no time. You only got 50 seconds.
Oh, no. I have the account.
Okay.
It's 10 contracts. How many ticks? 60?
62.
What?
62.
62. I don't know. I mean, at this point, what, 380, 385?
So what I said I would do was I would go higher. I would do 398
400?
area. Yeah, and then the low, I'd front run the lows. So I said like 326 is where I'd put my order. Because there's enough room before the lows to get filled. I said there was two options to the high as well. Like you could front run that area, like going above the previous pivot at 386, but I don't know. I guess we'll see.
They're in.
All right, good luck, sir.
4 seconds.
Good luck, everybody.
30 bucks. Literally 30 bucks.
33.40.
Yeah. Oh, it's very exciting.
It's a hamburger. Yeah, I think they're waiting for the numbers. I think you're going to get a move. But this is what I said. I don't think it's going to necessarily be a big move. In the past, I haven't seen the pending home sales make that big of a jump. I don't know if they're still waiting. Let's see if the numbers are actually out. Yeah, it says 3.4%, so the numbers are out. I'd be canceling my orders. I wouldn't even be chancing it at this point.
Gotta hope I'm in the right account.
What's that?
I said that I hope I'm in the right account.
Well, you're obviously not in the trade, right?
I'm not in the trade.
Yeah, Tom just said in the Discord, I tried to tell you all home sales don't move the market. Yeah, I remember like watching pending home sales in the past, and it doesn't really move the market. So yeah, yeah, that was definitely uneventful. It doesn't even look like there was any kind of news. It was just the normal candle.
Okay. I'm going back to the fam. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, sounds good.
Peace.
See you. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me too. I'll be in the Discord if you guys want to join that. Link's in the description. I'll be here tomorrow, same time, same place. So if you have any questions before tomorrow morning, feel free to jump in. Appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for using my code. Again, I try to give some of that back to you guys in the best way I know possible, which is a giveaway. It's a lot of fun, even if you don't partake in it. It's going to be next Friday, and hopefully I'll just see you tomorrow. Until then, peace out. Have a good day.